I'd like to talk to you about roles and responsibilities focusing on the project manager. So the project manager is the strategic overseer of the project in its entirety. Project manager needs to thoroughly understand the plans and specification, thoroughly understand the bid and the bid process and how we got to the pricing we got to and why we got to that pricing, understand the client's requirements and what a successful project looks like to them, understand the architectural design team's requirements and understand what a successful project looks like to them, and understand the WVGC requirements and what a successful project looks like to us, and be able to bring those three components together as a single whole into a single successful project outcome. Now, to do that, they are going to have to understand the information flow, the process flow of the team that is putting all of this together. And if you've watched the video on tickets, you'll see that it's very important that we don't overload the project manager with data, and this is on an essential data transfer. That essential data transfer is completed at the 10 o'clock morning call, it's completed on the Wednesday afternoon meetings, and it's completed at the weekly site meeting where the architectural design team and likely the client and various subcontractors are going to be present. Now, what does the project manager actually do with all of this data? The project manager is the team leader, but they're also the client advocate. The difference between the APM and the PM is the EQ, the emotional intelligence that the project manager is really understanding both the client needs and the architectural needs. The project manager is accountable for the project being on time and on budget. They're accountable for the profitability. They really control the profitability lever of the project. They're accountable for the project being drama-free. That means understanding the communication protocols that are going on within the team that's on the ground, the APMs and the site supers and the various subcontractors, making sure this is run cleanly and drama-free, and having to perhaps get involved every now and again to separate the various parties and give clarity. And also make sure that we have the 5-star review, the client's satisfaction for the overall project is their accountability. The next part is communication. Every now and again, the architectural design team are going to talk to you directly, and every now and again, the client's going to come and talk to you directly. We strongly discourage this. Sometimes it's a necessary evil because there's a technical issue that really only you can answer. It is your responsibility to make sure that data is transmitted to the APM the same day in writing. And I stress in writing. You can give them a call, but follow up with an email saying, this is what we're moving, this is what we're changing, this is what's been requested, this is when it has to be done by. Because the APM is in control of the data. They will then make sure the various components fall into place to make sure this is happening, and as importantly, that this information is being recorded for the historical documents in the project that can be referred to should we need to further down the road. And lastly, you are the leader of this project. You are the guy or the gal on the ground that understands every single aspect and every single dependency, when materials have to be delivered, when subcontractors have to be on site, how long the subcontractors are going to be on site. You're accountable for all of the quality of every single component that's coming in to your project. You have to have an emotional understanding of when the project is ramping up, when the project is softening down, when the architect needs to be informed via the APM of certain milestones that may or may not be being reached. You have to let the APM know what the billing cycle is likely to be, what the architect's temperature is on the project, and what the client's temperature is on the project. You need to be able to understand how this information should be communicated by the APM or by the PM to the various layers within the project. So to wrap it up, the site super is an integral part of the success of the project. It's not just turning up on time and making sure the various people are doing their jobs. It's about really understanding from a holistic sense what the client's requirements are, what the architect's requirements are, what the cost of the project is, what the timeline of the project is, and how to bring those components together with the assistance of the assistant project manager who is dealing with all the data, with the assistance of the project manager who's dealing with a high level with the architect and the design team. Your role is to make sure that everything's delivered on time with supreme quality and clear, precise communication.